What's up, y'all? What's up? Welcome back to another video with your boy Abe Shaw, aka the Wealthy Trader, aka whatever you want to call me, right? Just wanted to come back with a quick update. It's currently Sunday. November 7th, and I was like, you know what? Let me make sure I actually update. Whoa, I'm tripping. Basically, I wanted to make sure I updated y'all on the chat, updated y'all on the channel. And let you guys know a few things that we had going on this week. So the last time we talked on the last video on my market outlook, that's exactly what I was looking for on that Monday. I told you I was looking for that sell on GU. I was like, hey, the old me in the past, I used to look for the buy like at the beginning of the week once I see like my MAs cross. But after years of experience, after about 2-3 years of experience trading now, I know like, alright, even though I'm biased, I want to buy, I have to understand that the market is going to do what the market wants to do. And me knowing GU, I understand that it's telling me that this was a resistance area at 1.36935. At that point, I think I was already in the trade, right? So, I think I was already in the trade, like around, I think it was, let me actually check. I believe it was around like the 1.36800 level. I was actually in the trade for the sales. Let's go back. On the week. GBP USD. 1.36. Actually, hold on. I was in, yep, so I was in at 1.36720. Then I entered again at 1.36600. Okay, bet. So yeah, so obviously like I told y'all, I was like, hey, this is going to be a major area that's going to be looking like a resistance area, right? And I'm like, once it actually hits this area, if it rejects again, we have our confirmation that, okay, bet, we want to be looking for sell positions on the GBP USD. And I said I was going to look at TP around 1.36400, 1.36300 area. Little did I know, it was actually going to go for a long-term sell. So it did do a little pullback, retested that same area. And then what happened? GBP USD tanked. Like, it literally dropped. That joke was crazy. Like, obviously, I already have predictions. I think this is like day 2 or day 3. So we already had TP'd on the first trade that I sent out in the signals chat. But the next day, I was so mad because I wasn't able to send this out in the chat. I wasn't able to send this trade out on the Academy or in the signals chat. This was like a personal trade I took myself. But for some reason, I don't remember. I think it was like I woke up out of my sleep and I just entered the trade. You know, like I have that, like if I trade you, I know, but I'm like, this is a trade I wanted to risk, but I'm not going to risk nobody else's money on that specific trade. But I knew personally I wanted to hop in that sell. And then by the time I woke up again, the market literally, as you see, before the New York session even started, that 8 a.m. candle like completely just bleh, like completely just dropped in the market and took off. So I'm sick I didn't call that out. But it's good to know because now, the week prior to this, I was like, hey, I lost on GU, and I'm like, bro, ain't no reason I should have lost on that trade. So I made sure I back tested this pair specifically with the strategy that I'm using, which you can see it on my chart now, the Kobe strategy, my moving average strategy that I use and that I teach people in my academy. The strategy, I just back tested it the week before, and then this week, I think we went like 4-on-1 specifically for GBP USD trades, right? We went like about 4-on-1, and even on that last trade, I think news messed it up, so that's the reason why. And I was like right here. So this is where I called the buy, and then the market dropped. Yeah, I called it that night, and then the market actually dropped during London session, like the next hour after the London session, and then it dropped. And then as you can see during your session, it was starting to recover, as GU likes to do. For those that don't know, once GU does like a huge breakout or a huge breakout, once it does like a huge breakout, it usually comes back and retests that price level that started the move. So if you're ever in drawdown, as long as you have like your decent account size, you know your risk tolerance and how much you're willing to lose and stuff, you can like hold that trade because 9 times out of 10 GU is actually going to pull back and retest that same area. I'm not talking to you, Siri. But for this trade, we had hit stop loss, but we were able to recover once it started to push back up. And now this is actually the setup that I'm going to give you guys for the chat. I'm going to give you guys this sauce. So, same setup as basically last week. Honestly, I was looking for a buy on Friday, but obviously it was Friday, so the market isn't moving as crazy. So we're going to see. This is literally the same identical play from last week. And basically, all we're looking for is, we're going to make this a zone. I'm going to show y'all bots actually. Let's do this. So GU is at the top of this resistance area. Cool. That's cool enough. If GU breaks above, let's enter around like 1.35, 300, feel free to take that buy, right? That's when you know it's for sure and it's ready. And then you're gonna make your stop loss. Let me actually type it in so it can be directly. You're gonna make your stop loss. Excuse me. I think this is what? Is this 30 or is this 40? Alright, cool. We're gonna make the stop loss 30 pips. So we're gonna put the stop loss right in the middle of that zone, because if it's a true buy, it's gonna just retest that zone and it's gonna take off. Sorry about that. Somebody is calling me. I will call her back. If it's a true buy, you're gonna see it break this zone when the market open. It's gonna come back to retest that zone. So this retest to that zone can also be your entry for the buy as well. This is the most likely entry that I will take. This will be my first entry at this price once it breaks. My second entry will be at 1.35, 300. So that's what the second trade idea that I'll be entering in on that. But like I said, it likes to go. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, y'all. 1 second. And let's put phone on do not disturb. Bet. So once it actually breaks out of that zone, we're gonna be able to take it all the way back to the top. So here, this would be TP1, TP2, TP3, and TP4. Usually I set my TPs as 30 pips, 50 pips, 30, 50, 80, 100. That's usually like how my TPs are set for the currency pair specifically. But actually I'm gonna make TP1 at least. You know what? We're actually gonna stay consistent. I'm gonna stick to my rule. 30 pips. TP2 will be 50 pips, and then after that it's a free for all. So secure the first 2, and then these next 3 afterwards. Okay, TP3 80. I might as well push it up. Bet 80 pips, and then I say this one is 100. Secure that. Thank you. And then after that, I'll let this trade ride out. So if the market actually continues to keep going, that's great. And that'll be the top of the zone that started the real sale from last week. And that'd be great. That'd be a great recovery. And I actually seen GU do this before within a day. If not during London session, between London and New York session, we'll see it like actually take off and actually make that full push back to that zone before it actually starts the downtrend again. If it's going to be a true downtrend for the rest of the next 2 months in the market. Yeah, that's definitely a major area. I'm looking forward to taking. I'm looking forward for the potential buy position later on this evening. It's currently 1 o'clock, so market is open until 5. I'm definitely looking forward to that trade. That trade is gonna be crazy. If it does decide to go for the buy, that's great. And I'm actually gonna put this in the signals chat. Make sure I copy that. Say that for later. If it does go for the buy, that's great. If it goes for the sell, it will be selling back to here. This will be that sell. It'll retest that zone, and then I'll be looking for a buy down here. But how many pips is this? So obviously, first thing I'm looking for is definitely the buy. If it doesn't go for the buy, you can take the sell back down for 50 pips. I will enter the sell at 1.34800. And that will be my entry, because at that point, that's when it's breaking the trend. So it started to go on the uptrend, and as you can see, it kind of broke that area, and it started to retest for the buy. But when the market opens, it pulls back below 1.34800. You could take that sell back to 1.34230. So that'll be the sell that I'm looking for on GU. But let's go ahead and move on to SPS as well. Wow, I'm gonna talk a little bit further about how this week went, man. This is honestly crazy. It's honestly very crazy. Before the week even started, we was all the way over here. I told y'all we're gonna be looking. I want to see SPS come back down to 45.90. I believe that's exactly what I said. Was it 45.90? Let me make sure, because I want to make sure I'm not capping. Market start October 31st is Sunday. Yeah, it was 45.90. I said I want to see SPS come back down to 45.90. Between 45.50 and the 45.90 area, I knew that was the two areas that it could potentially come back down to. It bounced off the 45.95, so 5 points higher than what the area that I was looking for. But that's still good. I still was able to capitalize off the buy. We caught it in the Silas chat. Ultimately, in the Silas chat, side note, we caught, I think it was 1,000 pips last week. Crazy week in the market, but doesn't matter because from the original SPS trade I told y'all, I remember I put it, I don't know if it's on YouTube. I put it on YouTube and I put it on my Instagram back when it was at 45.50, when it first broke 45.50. This is all the way back in October 22nd, 3 weeks ago. Well, about to be 4 weeks long. October 22nd, I was talking about, I said, hey, SPS is about to push up to 45.50. If it breaks 45.50, whenever SPS breaks another high in the market, it takes off for at least 1,500 pips. And not to my own horn, but as you can see, it broke the 45.50. It kept retesting 45.50, but never closed back below. AKA, it was going for that 1,500 pips. And as you can see here today, SPS actually climbed to 1,600 pips in the market. Smashed the TP that I told y'all in the YouTube video about 2-3 weeks ago in the market, right? And here we are now, sitting about 800,000 pips in profit still at 46.95, man. That's crazy. Like, that's so crazy. That's so crazy to think, like, the power of swing trading. I don't even swing trade like that. Obviously, if you know, if I follow my videos, I'm more of a day trader. I like to trade daily in the market, but like officially like trying to hold and swing trade this was definitely a mental battle, because it's like, all right, it's pulling back. Is it going for a sell? Is it going to continue to go for that buy? Like, which was crazy. And then even in the video I told y'all, it was like when the market pushed back down to 45.90, I'm like, all right, bet. If it closed back below, we're gonna look for the sell. But it kept pushing up for the buy. The overall trend was a buy. The overall trend was a bullish market. And then even now, yes, SPS 500 will be looking again to pull back. So we're gonna see. Once again, I'm giving y'all another setup for SPS 500, so it's up to you to take it. I will be looking. Honestly, this is the real entry point I want to look for, but I know SPS is going to be petty, and it might not even push that far down, and that's okay. If it don't, it don't. 46.80 area could be the area that is going to retest when the market opens back up. When the market's open back up at 6, it might retest this price area first before it actually takes off again for another big bullish run, or if not there, 46.60. The moment I will start looking for the reversal on SPS 500 is when my 4-hour MAs cross, and once it actually breaks the trend line that I have, it's not on here right now, but the trend line that I'm gonna draw up later in the market. The day it actually breaks that trend line, the day it actually crosses on my 4-hour MAs, is the day I will actually start looking for sales instead of buy positions. But until then, I will continue to buy on this trend up until the end of the year, until it shows me otherwise. But that's the two setups that I'm looking at for, the two major setups I'm looking at for this week. I might enter gold. Well, not even might. I high-key probably will enter gold this week, but I don't give y'all gold setups. If you want gold setups, if you want other setups, make sure that you're either in my academy or you're actually in my Signals channel. Because like I said on Instagram, if you follow me on Instagram, you know the next 2 months I'm about to take time off from posting on Instagram, posting on Facebook, Snapchat, whatever social media platform. I might post more on YouTube, and it just might be like little minor updates. But for majority of the stuff that's coming to prepare for the new year for 2022, I have a lot of things I want to like write down, get in store, and actually prepare and prep and get everything organized, and make sure I'm dedicating all my time to like my actual team and stuff. So if you want to still have access to my trades, if you want to still have access to when I'm hopping in that sell for SPS 500, make sure that you're either in the academy or in the Signals channel. But if you don't know anything about Forex, I would highly recommend that you join the academy and actually learn the skill, actually learn how to trade, actually learn how to invest. Because once you learn the skill, nobody can take it away from you. You're going to be calling your own trades one day. You're going to be catching your own 1,000 pip moves. AKA 1,000 pip moves, it could be your $1,000 day for the first time, your $10,000 day, your 100K day, your 1 million. Like if it was a millionaire that followed me and was like, you know what, Abe said once it breaks this, I'm gonna enter. Bet he could have made 1 million in 3 weeks off of my trade. Like really put that in perspective of what this skill could do for you. Let me know if you guys have any questions. The link to join the academy will be in my bio. Besides that, Hope y'all have a good trading week. If you're in the Siddons channel, get ready. I'm about to drop those 2 trade alerts in the chat right now. I'm very excited. It's probably looking like another. We're gonna see if we can go undefeated this week. I'm getting very precise with my trades. I'm becoming more disciplined for the last 2 months because I have a nice surprise for you all. I hope y'all ready. But I'm gonna just end the video off right there if I say too much. Let me know if you guys have any questions again. Catch you in the next video. Peace out.